Chosen ones. Have you ever felt a pull in your heart so strong that it can't be explained by logic, reason, or circumstance? A whisper in your soul that keeps returning, a name that lingers in your mind, a presence that seems almost destined to enter your life, as if unseen hands are guiding you towards someone you are meant to meet, someone who will change the course of your life in ways you can't yet imagine? What if I told you that this is not mere coincidence, not a fleeting thought, not a random encounter, but the direct guidance of Allah Himself, that He is orchestrating every detail, the timing, the circumstances, the challenges, and the moments of clarity, so that when this person finally enters your life, it will not only fulfill a piece of your heart, but also elevate your purpose, amplify your mission, and align you with the path He has meticulously planned for you. In this video, we are diving into 7 powerful lessons for the chosen ones. Lessons that will teach you how to recognize His signs, embrace His timing, prepare your heart, and truly understand why Allah wants you to be with this person, and why the truth may shock you in the most beautiful, unexpected way. Stay with me, because your heart is about to awaken to a reality that is far greater than you ever imagined. Chosen ones. The first and most important lesson is understanding that Allah communicates with you in ways far beyond what the eyes can see or the mind can comprehend, and the signs He sends are never random or coincidental. Often, you may notice subtle whispers in your heart, dreams that feel unusually vivid, or repeated thoughts and memories of a certain person who seems to appear out of nowhere, yet carries a sense of familiarity so deep it touches your very soul. Perhaps you encounter moments in your daily life that feel like divine nudges, a song playing at exactly the right time, a conversation that mirrors your thoughts, or a sudden reminder of someone whose presence you never anticipated, yet whose importance grows with every heartbeat. These signs are not meant to be ignored, minimized, or dismissed as coincidence. They are divine messages, markers placed by Allah to guide you toward the person He has chosen for you, someone whose arrival is intricately tied to your destiny, purpose, and ultimate fulfillment. Even if doubts creep into your mind, even if your heart wavers, or if circumstances seem confusing or delayed, the chosen ones recognize that these moments are sacred opportunities to tune their hearts to Allah's guidance, to pay attention to the subtle pull that directs them toward this significant soul. Every encounter, every recurring thought, every unexpected feeling is a thread in the intricate tapestry Allah is weaving for you, preparing the path for a connection that is not just about companionship, but about divine alignment, spiritual growth, and the manifestation of a purpose far greater than the limitations of the material world. The signs may come in silence, in whispers, in coincidences that are far from ordinary, but to the chosen ones, they are undeniable truths, clear signals that the person Allah wants you to be with is already making their way toward you. And the moment you truly recognize these signs, your heart will not question. It will only surrender to the guidance of the most wise, most knowing, and most merciful. Chosen ones. The second lesson is one of the most challenging yet transformative truths you must understand. Patience is not simply waiting. It is the sacred preparation of your heart, soul, and destiny for what Allah has decreed for you, and in this case, for the person He wants you to be with. Every moment of delay, every unanswered question, every feeling of longing, every test that stretches your faith is a divine act of shaping and refining you, molding your character, and aligning your heart to recognize the blessing when it arrives. It is in these periods of seeming silence and uncertainty that Allah strengthens your resolve, purifies your intentions, and clears the path of distractions and people who are not meant to accompany you in this journey. The chosen ones understand that impatience often leads to choices born of desire rather than destiny, and that rushing the divine plan can blind you to the perfect timing Allah has meticulously orchestrated. Know this: the person Allah intends for you is not meant to enter your life at a moment of chaos or when your heart is unsettled. They are meant to arrive when your heart, mind, and soul are fully prepared to receive, honor, and cherish the depth of the connection that has been written for you in the unseen. Every trial you endure, every delay you experience, every tear shed in the quiet moments of reflection is not wasted. It is an essential part of the divine process, a form of spiritual training that ensures when the destined encounter finally occurs, it will not just be a meeting of two souls, but a convergence of purpose, understanding, and divine fulfillment. Patience, chosen ones, is the secret key that transforms longing into wisdom, trials into preparation, and anticipation into a profound recognition of Allah's perfect timing, for in the end, what Allah has prepared for you will surpass every expectation, heal every wound, and honor every ounce of faith you placed in Him along the way. Chosen ones, the third lesson is a truth that few truly understand. The person Allah has destined for you will not simply be a companion, they will be a mirror for the light that already resides within your soul. Allah never places two hearts together without purpose, and the one He has chosen for you will recognize the divine spark in you that others have failed to see, honor, or respect. They will see your struggles without judgment, your dreams without doubt, and your faith without skepticism. Their presence will uplift you, challenge you in the right ways, and encourage the growth of your spirit, because Allah's design for this union is not just comfort or affection, but spiritual alignment and divine amplification. Chosen ones, think deeply about the times you have met people who tried to dim your light, who felt threatened by your faith, your purpose, or the unique energy you carry. Allah did not intend for you to be with them, because the one He has decreed will never try to change who you are or dull the brilliance of your soul. Instead, they will reflect it, enhance it, and walk beside you as a source of encouragement, clarity, and support, aligning not only their path with yours, but elevating your shared journey toward the fulfillment of the destiny Allah has written for both of you. When the right person arrives, you will feel a resonance so profound that it cannot be explained by logic or coincidence. It will feel like coming home, like recognition of a bond that transcends time, space, and the limitations of the material world. They will see your light even when you doubt it yourself, and their faith, character, and heart will mirror the divine wisdom of Allah, showing you that true companionship is never about convenience, comfort, or fleeting attraction, but about connection on the deepest levels of soul, spirit, and purpose. Chosen ones, never settle for less than this divine reflection, for anything less is a distraction from the one who will honor, recognize, and illuminate your inner light exactly as Allah intended. Chosen ones, the fourth lesson is one of the most profound truths you will encounter on this journey. The presence of the person Allah has chosen for you is both a test and a blessing, and understanding this duality is crucial for your spiritual growth and emotional readiness. When Allah places someone in your life, it is never merely for companionship or the fleeting comfort of the heart. It is a divine arrangement meant to shape your character, refine your intentions, and prepare you for the fulfillment of the greater purpose He has written for you. Their presence will not always be easy. In fact, it may challenge you in ways that expose your weaknesses, confront your impatience, and push the boundaries of your faith, all while revealing the hidden strengths you never knew you possessed. You may experience moments of doubt, tension, or confusion, and at times, it may even feel as though the universe is testing your resilience. But these trials are never without reason. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, allows these moments because He knows that the chosen ones who succeed are not those who merely desire comfort, but those who endure, persevere, and remain steadfast in faith, even when the heart trembles. At the same time, their presence is a profound blessing, for through them, you will witness aspects of your own soul reflected back to you, qualities of patience, gratitude, love, empathy, and trust that might have remained dormant if not for the divine timing of this connection. The chosen ones understand that every encounter, every conversation, every shared silence carries layers of spiritual meaning, lessons, and opportunities for growth. This person is meant to awaken your heart to realities beyond the ordinary, to remind you that true companionship is rooted in purpose, intention, and divine alignment, rather than mere attraction or convenience. When you recognize their presence as both a test and a blessing, you begin to navigate your interactions with mindfulness, reverence, and surrender to Allah's plan, understanding that even moments of struggle are part of the divine orchestration, preparing you both for a connection that transcends worldly understanding. Patience, integrity, humility, and unwavering faith become your tools to honor this sacred presence, transforming what may initially feel like a trial into a stepping stone towards spiritual elevation and divine fulfillment. Chosen ones, this is the essence of Allah's wisdom. He does not give you what is unprepared for, nor does He allow what is unworthy to enter your path. And so the presence of this person is a reflection of your own readiness, a mirror of your spiritual state, and a testament to His meticulous, loving orchestration of your destiny. In every challenge, every moment of doubt, every unexpected emotion that arises when you are near them, lies a hidden lesson designed to sharpen your heart, strengthen your faith, and prepare you to receive the ultimate blessing of divine alignment. And when you finally recognize the depth of this truth, you will understand that every trial endured, every temptation resisted, and every ounce of patience exercised has been worth it, for Allah's wisdom ensures that what He has prepared for you is not only perfect, but transformative, not only fulfilling, but eternally meaningful, and not only a blessing for your soul, but a sign of His boundless mercy and infinite knowledge that no human understanding can fully comprehend. Chosen ones, the fifth lesson is perhaps one of the most challenging truths for the human heart to fully accept. Yet it is one of the most profound realizations for anyone walking the path of the divine. Divine timing overrides human desire, and understanding this is essential if you are to recognize the person Allah has decreed for you. You may find yourself longing for this person, imagining every scenario in which your paths cross perfectly, dreaming of a life intertwined with theirs, and feeling the weight of impatience pressing on your heart. Your soul may ache with anticipation, your mind may strategize, and your emotions may cry out for immediate fulfillment, but Allah, in His infinite wisdom, knows the precise moment when this union should occur, and His timing is perfect beyond human comprehension. The chosen ones understand that no amount of rushing, planning, or forcing circumstances can alter what has already been divinely decreed. In fact, attempts to manipulate timing often lead to distraction, heartbreak, and missed blessings. Allah sees what we cannot see, knows what we cannot know, and orchestrates events in ways that are subtle, intricate, and meticulously perfect, so that when this person enters your life, it will be under conditions that honor both your growth and the divine purpose of the connection. Every delay, every moment of waiting, every period of uncertainty is not a rejection or oversight, but a divine preparation. Your heart is being strengthened, your character is being refined, your patience is being deepened, and your faith is being elevated so that when the destined meeting occurs, it will not merely satisfy desire, but will awaken recognition, gratitude, and understanding of Allah's immense wisdom. The chosen ones recognize that human desire is often fleeting, impulsive, and influenced by emotions that are not grounded in purpose, while divine timing is rooted in eternal knowledge, precision, and love that transcends worldly understanding. The person Allah intends for you may arrive through unexpected circumstances, at a moment that surprises you, or after trials that tested your endurance and refined your spirit. And yet, the perfection of that timing ensures that the connection will be meaningful, fulfilling, and aligned with the higher purpose Allah has written for both of you. Every delay you experience is a blessing in disguise. Every unanswered question, every night of longing, every silent prayer is a sacred instrument through which Allah molds your readiness, aligns your path, and prepares you to fully embrace the blessing without doubt, without hesitation, and without fear. Chosen ones, understand that your impatience does not hasten his plan, but your faith, your trust, and your surrender to divine timing magnify its impact, ensuring that when the person arrives, the meeting is not merely a coincidence of hearts, but a profound intersection of destiny, purpose, and divine orchestration. Do not despair when human desire seems unmet, for Allah's wisdom is infinitely greater than our understanding, and what He has prepared for you is far beyond what your heart can imagine, more beautiful than your dreams, and more transformative than any worldly satisfaction. Embrace the waiting, honor the process, strengthen your faith, and trust that every heartbeat that longs, every prayer whispered in solitude, every tear shed in anticipation, is a thread in the intricate tapestry of Allah's plan, carefully woven to bring you to the person you are meant to be with at the exact moment your soul is ready, your heart is prepared, and your destiny is aligned. Divine timing, chosen ones, is not just about when someone enters your life. It is about how they enter, why they enter, and the transformative purpose their arrival will serve, shaping your life, elevating your heart, and fulfilling a plan that only Allah, the most wise and all-knowing, could orchestrate. And when that moment arrives, every doubt, every weight, every longing will collapse into clarity, gratitude, and the overwhelming recognition that Allah's timing was never late, never flawed, and never misaligned. For it is perfection itself, tailored to your readiness, your growth, and your ultimate spiritual fulfillment. Chosen ones, the sixth lesson is one of the most profound realities you will ever encounter on this sacred journey. The person Allah has decreed for you is not merely a companion for fleeting comfort or momentary happiness. No, their presence is destined to amplify your purpose, elevate your mission, and expand the impact of your life far beyond what you could achieve alone. Every moment of waiting, every challenge you have faced, every period of solitude has been a preparation for this divine alignment, because Allah knows that true fulfillment does not come from casual connections or superficial companionship, but from unions that carry the weight of destiny and the magnitude of divine intention. The person chosen for you will complement your strengths, illuminate your weaknesses, and challenge you in ways that cultivate resilience, humility, and unwavering faith. For Allah's design is never accidental, and every soul placed in your path is deliberate, intentional, and tied to a purpose far greater than either of you can fully comprehend at the moment. When the chosen ones unite, their energy, vision, and devotion do not simply coexist, they multiply, creating a force that can influence generations, inspire hearts, and manifest blessings that ripple through families, communities, and even the unseen world. Imagine a connection so aligned with divine will that it transforms ordinary moments into profound lessons, ordinary decisions into purposeful action, and ordinary love into a conduit for Allah's mercy, guidance, and blessings. This is the union Allah intends for you, a meeting of hearts and souls that amplifies the good you are capable of contributing to the world and strengthens the faith, clarity, and spiritual insight you carry within you. Chosen ones, understand that this is not a casual coincidence of hearts or a simple union of two people. This is divine orchestration, carefully woven to magnify your impact, expand your reach, and fulfill a destiny that is intricately connected to the greater plan Allah has for your life. Every trial you endured, every tear you shed, every moment of longing and patience has prepared you to recognize this person, honor them, and embrace the responsibility that comes with such a divinely sanctioned connection. Their presence will challenge you to grow, inspire you to act, and empower you to fulfill your potential in ways that solitary efforts could never achieve. Because Allah designs such unions to reflect His wisdom, mercy, and understanding, showing that when the right souls come together under His guidance, the result is far greater than the sum of their parts. This person will not only complement your path, they will magnify it, extending your influence, deepening your insight and elevating your heart to levels of faith, gratitude, and spiritual awareness that would have remained dormant without them. Chosen ones, be prepared to witness how divine alignment can transform not only your life, but the lives of countless others. For Allah's wisdom ensures that these unions are not simply for personal fulfillment, they are meant to activate blessings, open doors, and fulfill purposes that are intricately tied to the divine plan of guidance, mercy, and illumination. The union is a tool, a blessing, a sacred vessel through which Allah channels His wisdom, His love, and His transformative power. And when you embrace it with patience, gratitude, and submission, you will understand that your purpose was never meant to be fulfilled in isolation, that your mission is intertwined with the souls Allah chooses to place in your life, and that together, you and the person He has destined for you can create ripples of goodness, faith, and divine impact that extend far beyond the boundaries of time, place, and human imagination. Chosen ones, never underestimate the power of a divinely orchestrated union, for it is through these sacred connections that Allah amplifies your light, multiplies your impact, and fulfills the purpose He has written for your life, showing you that love, companionship, and destiny are not separate, but deeply interwoven threads of the same divine plan that guides, protects, and elevates you to the place He knows you are meant to stand, fully ready to shine, serve, and leave a legacy that honors Him in ways that only His infinite wisdom could orchestrate. Chosen ones. The seventh and final lesson, perhaps the most profound of all, is this. The person Allah has chosen for you will arrive in your life, not always as you imagined, not always in the way your heart expected, and often in ways that will surprise, challenge, or even shock you. But the key to experiencing the fullness of this blessing lies in complete acceptance of their true identity, exactly as Allah has created them. You may have envisioned a partner who aligns perfectly with every hope, desire, or expectation, someone who meets every standard set by your mind or heart. Yet Allah, in His infinite wisdom, knows that true alignment is not based on superficial ideals, but on the harmony of purpose, the resonance of soul, and the fulfillment of destiny. The chosen ones who succeed in this journey are those who see beyond human imperfections, societal labels, personal judgments, and fleeting notions of compatibility, and instead recognize the divine orchestration behind every detail, the way Allah has shaped their heart, their character, their experiences, and their spirit to intersect with yours at the perfect time and place. Accepting them fully, without attempting to mold, control, or change them to fit your expectations, is an act of profound submission to Allah's will, a reflection of trust in His infinite wisdom, and a demonstration of patience, humility, and love that transcends the limits of worldly understanding. In doing so, the heart finds peace, peace that surpasses fear, doubt, and human reasoning, a peace that comes from knowing that Allah has meticulously chosen this soul not to simply occupy your life, but to complement your purpose, amplify your mission, and walk beside you in the fulfillment of the destiny He has ordained. Acceptance does not mean passivity. It does not imply compromise of values or surrender of faith, but it is the conscious acknowledgement that Allah's wisdom far exceeds human perception, and that the experiences, qualities, and even the quirks or challenges of this person are all instruments through which your soul, your heart, and your life are being perfected. Chosen ones, every moment of doubt, every unexpected turn, every situation that tests your perception or challenges your patience is an opportunity to surrender more deeply, to trust more fully, and to embrace the perfection of Allah's plan in its entirety. When you accept them wholly, your heart aligns with divine intention, creating a harmony so profound that every interaction becomes a lesson, every challenge becomes a blessing, and every shared silence becomes a space for spiritual reflection and growth. This acceptance is transformative, for it teaches humility, gratitude, and the deep recognition that what Allah has prepared is always superior to what human desire imagines. In embracing the true identity of the person He has chosen for you, you not only honor the divine decree, but you open the door to peace that heals past wounds, resolves uncertainties, and solidifies trust in Allah's plan in a way that words cannot capture and emotions cannot fully explain. Chosen ones, understand that this peace is not passive tranquility. It is an active, conscious surrender to divine wisdom, a recognition that Allah's choice reflects His perfect knowledge, mercy, and love, and that by accepting this person fully, without expectation or condition, your heart becomes a vessel for contentment, your soul becomes aligned with divine purpose, and your life becomes a testament to the truth that Allah's timing, guidance, and decisions are flawless, complete, and eternally perfect. The union, when embraced in this spirit, transcends human understanding, elevates both souls, and becomes a conduit through which Allah multiplies blessings, spreads mercy, and fulfills destinies in ways that ripple far beyond the individuals involved, touching generations, communities, and hearts in ways that only His infinite wisdom could orchestrate. Chosen ones, remember this. Acceptance is not just the recognition of who they are, it is the embrace of Allah's divine plan, the acknowledgement of His flawless wisdom, and the pathway to peace, fulfillment, and spiritual alignment that will allow you both to flourish in ways that fulfill the promise of destiny, purpose, and eternal blessing. Chosen ones, as we conclude this journey, remember that every sign you've noticed, every moment of waiting, every challenge you've faced, and every heartbeat of longing has been part of Allah's perfect plan, guiding you toward the person He has decreed for you. Someone whose arrival will not only fulfill a piece of your heart but also amplify your purpose, elevate your soul, and align your destiny with the divine wisdom of the Most Merciful. Do not let doubt or human desire cloud your understanding of the timing. For every lesson, the signs you cannot ignore, the patience that strengthens your faith, the reflection of your inner light, the blessings and tests of their presence, the perfection of divine timing, the amplification of your mission, and the acceptance of their true identity has been meticulously placed to prepare you for this sacred union, a meeting of hearts and souls designed to transform your life and the lives of those around you in ways beyond imagination. When this person enters your life, your soul will recognize them before your mind can comprehend. Your heart will embrace them before your logic can approve, and every trial you endured will suddenly reveal its purpose, showing that Allah's timing, wisdom, and mercy are flawless, perfect, and infinitely loving. Stay steadfast, remain patient, and trust in His plan, for what Allah has prepared for you is beyond your dreams, beyond your expectations, and beyond what human eyes can see. And when you open your heart fully, with gratitude and surrender, you will experience a peace and fulfillment that only comes from aligning with the divine will. Share this message with those whose hearts are restless, whose souls long for guidance, and whose faith seeks clarity, because the one Allah has chosen for you is already on their way, and when your paths finally cross, your heart will know the truth instantly. Your spirit will recognize the blessing, and the union will serve as a testament to the power of patience, trust, and divine orchestration. Stay chosen, stay faithful, and embrace the plan Allah has written for you, for it is perfect, it is sacred, and it is eternal.